Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Broadacres, the completely unrealistic series set in Australia on this 16 times map. Now then, that one's just spinning around. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to manually just spin it around a little bit more, and I'm going to finish out this little patch right here, if I can spin it around properly. There we go. And then once we've done that, I can set it going back across the field over there, and hopefully it will all be tickety-boo. So we're planting onions up here, and all the way across the... Well, in this field up here, we're planting onions all the way around it, and I've got 4 tractors working in here. We're using the seed drills, the Terminator seed drill from the Big Bud DLC. So we're not actually, I haven't altered any of the mods. We're doing this with like normal sowing speeds, normal tractors. Everything is kind of fairly normal for this, but, you know, especially considering how we normally do things on this series. And that's mainly because a lot of you wanted to see some big tractors and some big stuff working. So I thought, well, why not? We'll do one of them like this. And so there's the first one going. We've got the John Deere up here. That one's already spun round and has left the corner, so we'll get that corner later on. I've got the New Holland T9 with the smart tracks on. That one's going as well. And the Schluter is just coming up to this corner up here. And actually, I'm just going to let that one go. I'm just going to let it carry on. And then we got this one over here. We got the other T9, which is the standard vanilla one in the game. And this one is now in, let me just show you if I make the map a little bit bigger. This one is in field 18. We're just coming back down the end of the field. And whereas the other 4 are currently working in field 15, which is a much smaller field, this one here is working in field 18. And we're planting all of this field with millet, because we haven't done millet before. And according to, I didn't realize this when I set this one planting millet, but according to information posted by Ben on the Broadacres Facebook page, with version 2 that is coming up, he's going to be putting in like some slight undulations in the landscape and a whole load of other little changes as well, just little tweaks and so on to try to improve the quality of his map. One of the changes he's actually talking about making is removing 1 or 2 of these extra cereals, purely because it will then open up the possibility of adding in some different things. I honestly don't actually know what they're going to be adding in, but millet is on the chopping block. So I'm quite glad that we decided to start planting this millet now, because there's a very good chance once the map updates to version 2 that it will no longer even be in here. So this will be our one and only chance to ever grow millet on this map. Now I have just missed a tiny little bit there, but I think we can sacrifice one tiny bit like that for the greater good. I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to change, and I'm just going to ease it out a little bit from the fence so that we don't accidentally miss a bit, or it doesn't decide to like turn itself around when it gets up part way along. And we can leave that one going. That's going to take a little while to get from this end of the field to the other, and I'm hoping though that it will stay and just keep going from that end of the field to the other. So we'll go back here. That one's doing alright. This one has turned. That one's doing fine, and then this one has now turned around and is going back the other way. So we can leave that. And I don't want there, I want fruit types too. So we've got the, not carrots. Yeah, well, carrots are being planted by the Big Bud. And then we've got the onions that we're planting in here at the moment. So we've done this sort of little loop around the outside edge. And then I got millet there as a yellow one. That's a double strip down there. And that's going to go all the way down that end of the map. And we'll do a double line down there as well. And then we've got our Big Bud down here, working away, doing an excellent job. Some of the carrots... See, the carrots are kind of like potatoes. We fast forward in time so that we can go and do some harvesting, which we're going to be starting in a little while. But I thought I would just quickly show you sort of the updates we did around the outside edges of this field, so that it's all done now, and we're literally now just waiting on the Big Bud to come along and do the rest. Now that I've fast forwarded in time and I've had a growth stage come through, we're getting fertilizer come through from the... Although I'm not actually sure if the fertilizer is coming through from that texture on the ground. No, actually the fertilizer is coming through from my machine I'm planting it with. And if I go back to... Where is it? This one here. Or any of these. These are all putting fertilizer in as well. And... yeah. So they're all adding in fertilizer. They're doing a wonderful job. It's all going great. And then we've got those combines there. What? Oh, he's just turned around, that's all. So that one is now going to carry on back the other way. The carrots are still not ready, even the ones around the edge. But, well, like I said before, we're not going to be doing the carrots. We're going to leave the carrots exactly as they are until such time as this big bud finishes this field. If the big bud can even do that before the end of this series. And I have my doubts. I really do have my doubts. So let's just run over here to the pigs and we can take a look at these. We've got, at the moment... 5,800 pigs, and the pigs are doing really well. I'm surprised at sort of how well they've sort of come along. We've got 405,000 litres of straw. I've got that Coon Primor over there, and I don't currently have a tractor available. Now, where I thought I had a tractor here somewhere. Apparently, I got rid of all of the Valtras, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, so we need a tractor. We need to put a tractor down there onto that Coon Primor so that we can spread a bit of straw. And considering that we've got some really heavy bales down there, so we want some serious power under the hood, I think that this Hurleyman would be just perfect for it. And I think we're going to go for narrow tyres as well. I think that's going to look awesome down there. So we'll grab that one. If I just back out of there a minute. There we go. I'll jump out. Stay out of the way of the T9. You can carry on now. No! I interrupted it! I interrupted it! What did I do? Oh, Frith, you fool! You absolute fool. It's because I stood in front of it. It then messed it up and it went the wrong way. And oh, this is what you call instant regret. This is all about instant regret right now. So let me just bring this one back up here. Is it in a straight line? It's going to be the first thing that we've got to make sure that it's in a straight line. I want it to be fairly straight there. I think just getting it onto that line there would be about right. Yes, that seems to be pretty good. Now, if I press H, is it going to carry on? Right. I stepped in the way of it. As soon as I stepped in the way of it, it didn't like it. It got confused. So, rather than allow it to get confused any further... Right, this one's now come down the other end, and I've got that little patch there. So I'm just going to grab that a minute before we go dealing with the Hurleyman. And bring that over there like that. Now, this... Challenger Anaconda was one of the, I think it was pre-order bonuses for Farming Simulator 17 when it first came out last year. There's this one, there's the Python, and there's something else as well with the smaller Challengers. But I got 3 Challengers with these snake skins on them, and I quite like them. I really do. I think they're absolutely awesome. I'll just bring this one down here a minute. It's close enough. And press H. Actually, that's not too bad, actually. It's only a little tiny bit overlapped. And John Deere is away. And we got the Smart Tracks on its way up to this corner. And then the Schluter is racing up to another corner as well. Okay, everything is happy. Everything is good. I'm just going to go through... actually, let me just go to this one here. And then I can jump into the Hurleyman. And these narrow tyres are absolutely brilliant on this thing. They look... Sometimes the narrow tyres look more bizarre on tractor than other times, and this is one of those times where they look really strange. Let me just drop that one down in there with the pigs. Right. I'm just going to hitch this one onto the straw blower so that we can blow a little bit more straw in for these pigs, and then, well, we're going to start getting ready to do this harvest. We've got a whole load of corn to harvest, and we've got a whole load of beans to harvest as well. It all needs to go in here for the pigs to keep them happy. So let me just start that one unloading there. It's 1,000,000 litres of straw in this thing, but we're not going to... Yeah, see, it doesn't use that much. Switch that one on. I'm just going to unhitch it so it doesn't stay up in the list in the top. And if we look in here now, we've got full of straw. Water we're running a bit low on. And corn we got nothing. Wheat and barley, we're halfway. And the thing is, I don't think we've got any other... Oh, yes, we do. We do have wheat and barley. We've got wheat available in the field up here in this corner, and I think it's ripe as well. So we can go and get some more wheat. Yes, we've got a field of wheat up there that is ready to go. Those two we've now harvested, but that one we haven't. And then we've got these two that we can harvest as well. Potatoes are not ready yet. So we're going to go and we're going to do some of that. So what I'm actually going to do is, let me just go back and make sure that everyone's doing just fine. We're going to go to our combines over here, and I'm going to take one combine. Now, what I actually did was I sold the headers. So I'm going to keep one of these combines separate, and I'm going to sell the other two. So I will just go to the garage first, and I'm going to go up through our machines. Because remember, I do, at the moment, I'm just selling any excess machinery so that we don't get all muddled and confused. So I'll sell that one there, and I will sell that one there, which is the one that I was sitting on. And, oh, the baler. At the moment, somebody gave me a baler that was just taken straight from in-game, which basically turned into a mod. There was no changes or anything, and that one wouldn't work either with the cotton swath. So I'm gonna try. I'm still trying to get a baler for the cotton up there, and I haven't forgotten about it, but we're not going to be doing that this week. I've not been able to do it yet, so it is still on my to-do list. It's just that I haven't actually been able to get anything to work yet. This one here, start you up a minute, close you, and I'm gonna jump this one back to the shop, and then I'm gonna get on this one I think the shop, I want to go about there. Okay, I don't want to be there. That's probably not the best place to be. I'm about to be launched into the sky in a minute if I'm not careful, so let's just move away from there just a tiny little bit. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to buy a header for this one combine in a minute, and I'll go down to here, into the headers, and we're going to get a normal header, and I'm going to put this combine going. There we go, buy that one, ready for that one. I'm going to put this combine going in the wheat field, and then that one can carry on and harvest the wheat over there, and that will sort of give the pigs something else to eat, and then we can get some more combines going. I can't get too many combines going because we've already got a whole load of hired people. What do we got at the moment? We've got 5 seed drills plus the big bud plus this one, so it's only going to leave another 4 slots for hired help. You can have 10 hired help, so we're going to have 4 slots available for starting to harvest field 5. I think it's going to be pretty good because these combines do go pretty quick, don't they? So let's just move this one over into field 3, and we can... Now, where is the edge of the field? I don't actually know where the edge of the field is, so that was a pretty good guess. You go there, and... Nope, I don't want to go that way. I want to go down to this corner, and we'll get it started down here. And then this will be able to go and deal with the pigs. So my weekly question that I asked you all last week was, what would you like me to do about the pigs? Would you like me to... Right, what do you... Why aren't you combining? Okay, that's not quite right. Oh, it's because I'm going too... Is it because I'm going too fast? I don't actually know what's going on here. It's not combining. Oh. Okay, we've got a little bit in the corner that it doesn't want to combine. Just going to press H on there a minute, and... See, it does seem to actually work. And then if I go away from it and then I come back... Oh, no. Go back like that. Somebody pointed out in last week's episode that it seems to be leaving little bits of crop when I was flicking between the machinery. It wasn't doing it any other time. It only seemed to be when I was flicking between the machinery. And I thought that was absolutely fascinating piece of information. So we are going to sort of start looking at that a little bit this week and see if we can see exactly when and where it's doing it. I'm just going to change that over a minute and see if I can manually get this right. This corner here is doing okay. So there's a little bit by the gate back there that didn't seem to work properly. I'm going to do a couple of passes along this end of the field. We're just going to get this ready round here. And bring that back over here like this. It's right into the corner there. We probably won't get that bit when we come to do baling. And we're gonna have to think about doing some baling soon. So let me just put that one going back up that way. And we'll see what it does when it does the turn again. So yes, the question that I asked you all last week was, did you want me to cut... at the moment we're concentrating on pigs. We got 5,800 pigs, and they're growing fast. And so my question was, did you want me to stay with the pigs until we reach my target of 25,000 pigs? Or did you want me to just take a break from them? Get the food into them that we're going to do now soon, and then take a break from pigs for a while. Right, we've got we don't actually own the field right here in this corner. There's something wrong with this corner right here. I think it might be that if we go and buy field 2, we'll probably be alright with it. So I'm just going to jump off the combine a second, and I'm actually going to make that a little bit bigger, and I'm going to jump down here to field 2, like that. And I'm going to buy this one, and I'm going to see if that makes any difference. It might not. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. So there's $6 million to buy that one. There we go. I need to get to my combine now. Oh! Well, that's the first time that's actually happened. So if I take... I don't actually know which one to take. Oh, I'm going to take this one off of hired help, I think. And I'm just going to move that back a little bit like that. And then I'm going to move this one forward around like this. So that John Deere will then come through. And while that John Deere is doing that, I can go up here and very quickly do this little bit up here. We might actually have to take one of these off of the workforce in a minute. And if I can just persuade that one to sort of swing out this way, it's going to get everything. Yeah, no worries. Ideal. So we've gotten all of that bit. There's another little tiny bit up here that we want it to get as well. If I just lift the thingy there a minute. So the John Deere can carry on that way, and then this one will carry on back the other way. Up here. If I can bring it round that corner. Should be about right there, I think. That's a reasonable guess. And you're away. Right. So let's go back to Combine. Here we go. Why are those gates open? I didn't actually intend to open those gates. Anyway. Let me start this one up. So, yeah, I asked you, did you want me to stay with the pigs? The 25,000 pigs that I've well, I've got 5,800, but did you want me to stay working on pigs? No, we're now on to 5,807 pigs. It updates every 20 minutes or so. But yeah, did you want me to stay on those pigs? And now, yeah, so there's a slight border issue there with the field. It's not a major problem, though. And, yeah, did you want me to stay with them until we reach 25,000, or did you want me to take a break and go and do something else and then come back to the pigs at a slightly later date? So, just spin this one round again and get it going, and then I can read out some numbers to you. We had 2,214 people answer the question. 237 said yes, take a break, go and do something else. And 1,977 people said yes, stick with the pigs until we reach 25,000 pigs. So that's the plan. We're going to try to reach 25,000. Now we're on 5,800. And what my plan is, we're going to feed them first. We're going to get all the food into them. So we've got this wheat here that is currently being harvested, and that's going to go in for them. And then we're going to, I'm just going to stop there. I think 3, I'm hoping 3 is enough. So if I move round this way, and I think we will actually have to slow it down to do this part of the field, or this angle. Yes. This is where it starts to get more difficult. So I'm going to slow this one way down to 40 miles an hour. 40k rather. 40k I think is about right. Nope, it's still skipping some. So we'll go down to 30k. So it's a lot slower than I'd like it to be. And that's just because of the way the map is. 30k does seem to be alright though. So we can run this one at 30k, and we're going to have to sort of wait till it gets to the top of the field. I want to do a few passes up there, although I think maybe we can just sort of tidy that up at the end. Probably be alright. So we'll stick with these. Now, we've got a load of straw all over the map now. And we've got straw here, we've got straw, and I'm going to have to do it like this. We've got straw here in this field, or it's going to be straw here in this field. We've got straw in the fields in the middle that we did first. Those two there. And we've got some straw over in these small fields here. Obviously we've got the bales of the cotton here, but we can't really do a lot with the cotton at the moment, so that's sort of on our to-do list. We're going to need to make sure that we get one of these fields planted with something that's going to give us, well, it doesn't have to be straw. We're going to need like cotton or millet or something. No, not millet, not cotton. We're going to need wheat or barley. So we're going to need more wheat and barley. At the moment, we've got some, but we're definitely going to need more. We're going to need a lot more. So that's something else that we're going to have to work on fairly soon. I'm thinking that what we'll actually do is plant field 13 down here with wheat or barley. And that brings me to my weekly question. What do you want me to plant? Or which field do you want me to plant? I don't know which one. I'm going to go for barley, because we've only got a little bit of barley there and there. We've got wheat here and here. So I'm actually going to go for barley. Do you want me to plant field 9 with barley or field 13 with barley? These are both really big fields, and we're going to need a lot of it. I don't know how we're going to plant it, and I don't know how we're going to harvest it, but we won't be getting on to that this week. So this week's question is, how would you like me to deal with the wheat and the barley side of looking after these pigs? Because we have 25,000 here. That's going to need a huge, massive quantity of feed. This one has already done 2 passes. I actually want this one to turn round, go back down this way, and do a couple of passes along the end of the field down here. So we're just going to spin this one round, and then we can come back and we can carry on doing this way. So yes, would you like me to plant field 13 or field 9 with barley? Barley is what I'm going to do. And just double check on this, because I want to see what other fields we've got. I'm thinking, yes, we can go field 13 or we'll go field 9. We want huge quantities of this. We've got field 5 with corn, and we're doing millet up there in field 18. Once field 5 has been harvested, we're going to be doing some more. So we'll probably be planting corn in some of these fields here. We're going to have to really concentrate on corn and getting a very, very large quantity of it. So it'll be the other field down here that we do with corn, as well as maybe one of these small ones as well. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that. That's on the to-do list. But yes, this week is just a very simple question. Do you want field 13 or do you want field 9 planted with barley? It's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. So we just come up to this point here and start planting and scoot round the corner like that. That's probably, yeah, I've missed a little bit on the corner. You know what, I don't really think that matters. In the grand scheme of things, I think that tiny little bit there in the corner is not going to make a significant difference to anything whatsoever. So we were not going to worry about it. I'm going to come over there like that. So yeah, we got all this straw that's lying around. I need to think of something to do with that, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I may just go and get a really, really wide modded baler and sort of scoop it all up into 1 million litre bales. But like I said, I'm not quite certain yet. I haven't really made my mind up on that one because there's so many options for it, and it is going to take quite a while to get it done. So I'm going to leave that one going there. We've got our 4 tractors here in this field, and they seem to be okay at the moment. Doing an excellent job. Combine here is now coming back down this way, and that actually seems to be doing all right at 30 miles an hour. So lesson learned there. And if we just do a quick count up, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've actually got 7 workers. 1, 2, 3. Yes, we have 7 workers. So we've got 5 seed drills. No, 6 seed drills, because we got the big bud as well. So we got 6 seed drills, and we got this one. So yeah, we can only put 3 combines going in the big. Nice. I'm sure I said that actually. So yes. A lot of you said a couple of weeks ago that you would like to see me use this Rossel mash to do the corn harvest. And we may very well end up using something different after this. But we'll do the corn harvest using the Rossel mash combines. So I'm going to get 3 of these so that they're all together so that I can quickly and easily flick between them. And I'll go here and we're going to get the Rossel mash corn header. I'm pretty certain I remembered to make the alterations on these corn headers as well. I really hope I did, or this is going to be a little bit embarrassing. And I will have to do it ready for tomorrow's episode. But let's just see. We're going to soon find out, because what I can do is I can... Where's the third one? Maybe it's the other side of those seed drills. Yes, I think it is. It's over there somewhere. Let me just grab that one there. There we go. So there's our corn header. It's not very big, is it? It's not very big at all. And if I go like that and I turn it... Oh, I need to unfold. There we go. Unfold. And then I start up. Yes, I did remember to make the changes on here. That's perfect. That's ideal. That's all we need to worry about. So let's just fold that one back up and close it down. And then we can go map. F11, and we can jump into field 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all 3 of these combines into this corner. I mean, I know that all 3, we don't have vast quantities of combines here. I'm going to get the 3 of them together, and I'm actually going to be putting the AI vehicle extension going on these to start with. I don't know how well this is going to cope, because this header doesn't seem to be perfectly centered. Or maybe it is. I'm not quite sure. So let me just remove that one a minute, and we go like that, and then I'm just going to Control H to make sure yes, we got the extension on that one. It's going just right. So I can start like that. It's going to detect the field first, and once it's run through its detection, 90, 100. This is a huge field. 200 hectares, 300 hectares. Okay, I didn't think the field was this big. That's enormous. 350 hectares. Still going. How long does it take? You would have thought that it would be quite an easy calculation because it's just a square field. Apparently it's not an easy calculation. I didn't quite see what the end of that was, but that will carry on round there. It's going to have a little bit of a mess around while it does that corner. I wanted to do 3 passes around the outside of the field, so I'm going to let that one start there, and we're just going to start this one up and move it back. So you remember that the AI vehicle extension, it goes quite a bit slower. It goes like 14, I think it's 14 miles an hour, which is about 20k. It might actually be 14k, which is even slower in miles an hour, like 9 miles an hour. And I don't actually remember which one it is, but yeah, it goes really, really slowly. And the reason that it does that, I think, is because the actual AI vehicle extension can't keep up with it. So let's just move this one over, if I can do this without spinning out too much. There we go. Move up through here. Get you started. And I'll bring that one in there like that. I'm just going to start that one right there and press H. And that one is now going to read up through 350 hectares. While the other combine carries on across the field. So we don't need to worry about the speed of them, and I want them to do at least 1 round with all the combines working together. So as soon as this one starts, it's actually going to go, it's 350, I think it was like 365 hectares, was it? 368. Yeah, 368 hectares and then a little bit. There we go. 368.8, I think it was altogether. So that one will go down through there as well. It's going to turn okay. Yes, it's going to keep going. Right. And then we'll go and get this last one here. Run over to the other side of those seed drills, and we'll get this one going. Once these have done, I think they only need to do 1 round around the outside. And that'll be 3 widths altogether. And then once they've done that 1 round around the outside, I can put the standard tide help going. We'll reduce the speed down to about 30 kilometers an hour. And they should be good to go then. We should be able to just let them run up and down like lunatics in the field, and they'll be perfectly happy. Close that down. And so then what we're going to need to do is get our road train over. Now, I was thinking of having a small road train. A series of small trailers. We've got the big, the lorries, like the toll trucks on there. But the thing with the toll trucks is they are, well, whilst they're good, I don't think these combines are going to be able to reach into them. I really don't. I don't think these combines are going to be able to cope with having to tip into those toll trucks. So we need low trailers. And for that, I was going to get a little trailer road train up and running that actually had, because I did have one. I had hooked a load together. And I sort of thought it seemed pretty good. And I did say that I would try and do something like that again. So that's what I would like to do for harvesting this field. Rather than teleporting these combines over to the pigs in order to empty them out, I'd like to empty them out into trailers and then run a road train up and down the road. So we've got at the moment, well, we don't have a road train available. So we've got these toll trucks here, which are pretty good. And that's pretty much all we've got. So I'm going to go back into the shop, and we go and take a look at the tippers in here. Right. I want to get, I was thinking maybe something like the Farm Tech, but I actually like the idea of having the turntable trailers, the ones with the 5th wheel on them. So I'm going to go with, there is a Metal Tech pack that I was thinking of using. Is it those? I think it's these here. I was actually going to use either these or something similar because they're very low down. They should be able to go underneath the combines without any trouble. And then I can get those and I can alter the size. And we've got another metal tech pack there. There's that one there, which is a DB14. That one's got 14,000 litre capacity. And then there's another one here, which is, again, 14,000. Now, I think that they're actually two separate packs. I'm not sure. So I got to find the right ones, and then I'm going to alter them so that they take the same amount as these, because these are actually pretty good. 250,000 for the one at the back, and then the ones in the middle, they all have 200,000 each. Right, that's better. So yeah, the ones at the back, they have 250,000, and then you've got these smaller ones over here, which are 100,000 and 200,000, and that one there is 200,000 as well. So I'm actually thinking 250,000 per trailer, and we have just a 4-trailer road train. Or maybe I'll do 200,000 and have a 500-trailer road train, a 5-trailer road train. So I got 1 million litres of grain in each one, and I'll get something fast that will pull it. So we'll probably pull it with the rolling, and then we can race up and down from this field to the pigs. And we should be able to get a decent turn of speed on that if we're running up and down to the pigs. I'll come out of there. Yeah, so that's kind of my plan with this one. We're going to try to run up and down from here to the pigs, because we don't actually have that far to go. If you look just to the south of Field 5, we just come out there and we head east, and there is the pigs. So that's kind of the plan for this. So in tomorrow's episode, hopefully these will have gotten around a little bit further. We need them to do one round around the outside, and then when they've done that, then we can start working them up and down with the standard hired help. I'm going to stick one combine on each end of the field. I'm going to stick one combine in the middle of the field. They will start bombing up and down, and because they're moving up and down, actually, I'm not sure which way it would be. It might be better if we have them moving east to west. That seems to be a better way of doing it. There doesn't seem to be quite so many issues with having the like the bits being missed all the time if we run east to west. Let's go and have a look in here. I want to see, not the tractors. I want to go this one here. Yeah, this one's moving north to south, and this is where the problem started. But when it was moving east to west, it seemed to be able to go a bit faster. So we'll try the combines in the corn moving east to west, and we'll see how they cope with that. That one's doing fine. That one's doing great, as is that one. That one's just turning around and carrying on again. So they're doing a really good job. This one has actually now completed 2 passes on this field. So I'm just going to press the H button right there and start it up again. Manually just come through here. So my question for this week is, where would you like me to plant barley? We're going to need a whole load more barley ready for our 25,000 pigs. So we're going to plant one of the huge, great big fields on the map. Now, if you look on the map there, you can see Field 13 below Field 14. They're both near the south. Field 13 is probably the second largest field on the map, and then we've got Field 9 over to the southeast corner there. Do you want me to plant Field 13 that we already own with barley, or do you want me to go and buy Field 9 and plant that one down the bottom, that perfectly square field, with barley? So I know that it's not much of a question this week, it's not much of a choice, but it is something that we are going to need to decide where we go stick in this barley, because it's going to make a significant impact on stuff later on, and we've got to get this barley started planting soon because of the amount of food that the pigs are going to need to eat. So yes, do you want it in Field 13 or do you want it in Field 9? It's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. So if you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give me a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar, goodbye and see you later.